Can you hear me now? Nah. Dear me. Just forgotten to put the input monitoring on. How are we doing, guys? Welcome back to the stream. And yeah, hopefully today we're not going to be having any more mishaps. That's the main thing, because I remember last time. Yeah, better. Oh, sorry guys, I'm having some more issues here. Error. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on there. If there's any issues on your end, guys, please do let me know. For some reason, it's coming up with some sort of error message, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, what I was going to say was the last stream that we did, there were a couple of minor issues which were kind of annoying, but one of the reasons why I did that stream was to try and kind of troubleshoot a few things, and that was one of them. And the problem that we had was that, well, there's two things actually, was YouTube wasn't playing, which I wanted to do some requests and stuff, but unfortunately that wasn't able to happen. So basically it was just some routing issues within OBS, which was my fault. I unchecked something that I shouldn't have done, so managed to get that fixed, and like I say, hopefully requests are on for today. The second thing was that a couple of you guys noticed this and actually reached out to me, was that the music that I was playing along to and my drums, the two different audios, even though they go through Pro Tools at the exact same time, they weren't quite in sync. So it sounded like I was like 50 milliseconds or something behind the music, which wasn't great, because in my ears I was hearing it absolutely bang on. So I managed to get that sorted, and that was with a bit of help from Sam. So thank you very much, Sam, for helping me out with that. Basically, what we've done is just set up a separate bus within Pro Tools that has a time adjuster on it. So essentially, it's just offsetting and delaying the music going through the system. So I hear it in my ears at the exact right time, and then you guys should have that nicely synced up with my drum audio. It's a whole thing, but hopefully, like I say, it should be all right for you guys today. That being said, we're just going to have a bit of a hangout, do some covers, and if you guys have got some requests, please do let me know. I'll do my best to either get to them and actually play them, so we'll see how that goes. But there is a couple of requests from the first live stream that I do really want to get round to, because I promised, and hopefully, if I think Vic was the one that he requested Kiss, so maybe we'll be able to get to that today. So let's kick this off today. I've added some new ones to the list that's on here, because the ones that I've got on the soft keys are actually already kind of pre-programmed in with a click, and I would like to have done one of the songs. It's got a bit of like a lo-fi effect on the drums in the beginning, and I didn't quite get around to putting that on as an automation. That'd have been nice. Now, I can't fully remember which ones we actually had from last time, so you might have to bear with me a sec on this one. Okay, let's do this one. It's a nice long one to start off with.
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one and I walk alone.
Oh, that certainly blows the cobwebs off, doesn't it? Yes, apologies for the start of that. Completely forgot to mute this microphone, so everything would have been incredibly loud for you guys. I do apologise. That was something that I was really hoping to avoid, but here we are. Hopefully it didn't like blow out people's speakers and stuff, so we'll see how it goes. Yes, what did you think of that? Obviously, Green Day is very close to my heart. You know, they were kind of the gateway for me, if you like, into the rock and metal scene and everything that followed there. So it's definitely nice to pay homage to them every now and again, especially considering the fact that that album, American Idiot, nearly didn't get made. So interesting. Anyway, let's have a look at the chat. Hi Jen. How are we doing? Jen's going out tonight with some of her friends. So, message redacted, or retracted, sorry, not redacted, retracted. So, probably commenting on the fact that it was incredibly loud. Either way. Yeah, not quite as many people in the chat as there were last time. I don't think I promoted this one quite as well, but either way, hopefully more people will join as we go on. So, like I say, guys, if you have any requests, please let me know. Put them in the chat. But yeah, I talked briefly last time about. Let me take out these. I talked briefly last time about some of the gear that I'm using, and I don't really think I kind of touched too much on some of the more specific stuff. Like obviously I use things like Balbex drumsticks, Amedia cymbals, and they are dealt with in this country now by Kev at Sweet Deal Drums. Kev is an absolute sweetheart. He's just absolutely what an amazing bloke. And if anyone needs anything like new sticks or new cymbals or a bunch of other things, do get in touch with him. Even you can obviously get in touch with me and I'll get in touch with Kev. But yeah, what a nice guy. And great products. Obviously, I've been using, like I say, Amedia for now. Yes, over 10 years since I started my endorsement with Amedia. So no regrets whatsoever. In fact, got the logo tattooed on my arm there, courtesy of my now fiance, Jen. At the time, obviously, we had that would have been 2016 or something, I think, maybe when I got that done. And yeah, obviously at the time we weren't together or anything like that, but yeah, years later, it's surprising just where you end up. So that's how we met. And so yeah, we've got things like Evans drum heads, and obviously this is a British drum company kit. It's a Legend series. And I think they've actually stopped this finish, which I was a little annoyed about, because I really would have liked to maybe have got another kick drum or something like that. So I'm not sure if they've got any like leftover of this particular wood. It's called Black Limber, and it's lovely, lovely finish. I really do enjoy that. I mean, I think you guys can just about see the tops of it there, so that's close enough for the time being. But and then I'm using for my main snare here. I've got this Mapex Predator, which is a copper snare. 14 by, I want to say 5.5, maybe 6. And this is an absolute beast. You know, I actually got this as part of a promotion that Mapex were doing when I bought another kit of theirs. Like I bought, it was the Mapex Evolution kit that I use with my covers band New Rocks. And this came as part of the promotion for it, so I got this for free actually, which was really nice. And we actually did a shootout with this snare and a bunch of others that I've got, and it was kind of unanimous that for the project that we were doing, that this was the perfect snare, and I'm really happy with that because, yeah, when you get something for free, it's nice to be able to use it. So I use it as my main snare for most things at the moment, but every now and again when I'm doing some of my session work, it's definitely maybe too harsh for certain things, and other projects call for different sounds. So I've got my my plethora of other stuff here. I've got I've got another British drum company, VK, and I'm hoping to add to my collection slowly but surely. So there's something I want to do more of this year as well, is actually do some more reviews of different things. Like I've got, I've been in touch with Code, so I'm going to do some Code Heads reviews very, very soon. There's a couple of other products like Tekra sticks and things like that I actually got from the drum show, which I've been meaning to get round to, and yeah, just not really had the opportunity to just yet. Like, life's been incredibly busy. So we will get round to that shortly. But in the meantime, if there's no other questions or anything at the moment, let's maybe jump into another song. Let's have a look. And I will try to remember to mute it this time. If Shane is still in the chat, which I'm hoping he is, he asked last time for Linkin Park. Now I don't think I had any Linkin Park set up, but I do now. So this one's for you, Shane.
Try to start again. I don't want to be the one the battles always choose, 'cause inside I realize that I'm the one confused. I don't know what's worth fighting for, or why I have to scream. I don't know why I instigate and say what I don't mean. I don't know how I got this way. I know it's not alright, so I'm breaking
Oh, what a great song that is. Oh, dear me. Wow, Straka Zulu. Thank you very much for joining us. Yeah, Straka's been a very, very long time supporter of the channel, and yeah, so grateful to them for all the support that they've given me over the years. It's yeah, it's really kind of, it's stuff like that that really helps, you know, drive you to do more of this type of stuff. And yeah, very, very thankful to them. Excellent choice. Yes, I think it is an excellent choice. It was a fantastic song. You can't beat Linkin Park. They're just one of the best bands going. I mean, if you're into the new stuff, fine. If you're not, then that's fine as well. I mean, it's two different eras of Linkin Park. I mean, I don't, you know, in terms of like the music side of things, I don't really understand all the palaver about having a new singer. You know, the guys want to carry on making music. Should they've done it under a different name? Perhaps, but they've got a brand there that's and a name that's global, worldwide. Everybody knows it's a household name. So, you know, there's no reason why they couldn't have used that, in my mind, anyway. Yeah. Right. So, what's next? It's one of the problems with live streaming is that sometimes it's difficult to kind of know what to go on to next. We could do another song. Quite happy to do that. Trying to think if there's anything else. Party time. Is that supposed to be brother? Oh, brother. Okay. Thanks, Vic. Right. Well, yes, Vic's in the house now. So this is going to be the experiment, I think, now, because I've not actually been able to test this on stream or anything like that. So what I might do next is actually play Vic's request from the last stream. And the thing is, I'm gonna have to play it through because I didn't get time to set it up on here. So I'm gonna have to play it through Spotify. So I have the only test I've done with that was just recording it and just kind of seeing if the levels were right, and these seem to be okay, I guess. So Vic's in the house. Yeah. Right, so let me see if I can load up. See if this works. If there's any issues with it coming through or anything like that, please do let me know in chat. I'll keep an eye on it as we go. Hopefully there won't be, but we'll see. Oh wow! Well, admittedly, I think that's the first time I've ever played that song. I mean, I've known it from sort of growing up and what have you. And whilst I don't think there was necessarily any Kiss fans in my family, like my mum and dad weren't really into that kind of thing. I don't think, anyway. 11 out of 10, bro. Jem Boom is kicking it. Well, you know. Oh, I don't know about Britain's Got Talent. See, the problem with Britain's Got Talent is the fact that they want things that will actually sell. I mean, making money off drums is difficult. You ask any professional musician. Drumming is, if you want to get rich, drumming is not the way. But I thoroughly enjoy it, so I'm going to keep doing it. Yeah, I think... See, my mum and dad were more into... Well, my dad was into more like Stranglers, Ian during the Blockheads. In his later years, he got into things like Rammstein as well. But he also liked Lady Gaga. I don't know. Very strange. We even played a bit of... played Rammstein at his funeral. Like, that was boss. I mean, it was sad, it's supposed to be a sad time or anything like that. And then, like, Rammstein comes in and I'm like, yeah! Giving it everything. So that was fun. But that was my dad. That's why he was kind of... That's what he was like. You know, so quite happy with that. And then I think my mum's sort of style of stuff was a bit more... She liked some of the proggier stuff, so like Led Zeppelin, a little bit of Rush, that kind of stuff. So that's where I kind of got my pedigree from, I suppose. Although saying that, I don't really like the older prog stuff. I'm much more into the newer prog stuff for like Dream Theater, Haken, Devin Townsend, even Vola. I mean, you could throw Vola into that mix as well. So that's the kind of stuff that I mean, I grew up with Split Ends as well. That's actually how my mum and dad met. Was you know, I think one of them borrowed a vinyl off the other kind of thing. So yeah, back when vinyls were a thing. Yeah. So. Oh, thanks, Vic. You're too kind. You're too kind. So yeah, Kiss. I've been, like I say, I've been trying to sort of plan to do that one since the last stream and everything, because there were a few people that had requested stuff, and there's one or two others that did actually request stuff as well. So we'll get to that at some point soon. I have put some new stuff on this list. The idea is that every stream I want to put more stuff on, so that if someone does request something, I can go, actually, I've got that here. So I don't have to go and looking on Spotify. I don't have to have it with the drums as well, because the idea of this list is that everything that you hear is drumless. So then when I put my drums on it, it's not interfering. There's no kind of like double hits or anything like that. That's the plan anyway. What, no American bands? What do you mean no American bands? I've played Green Day before. They're pretty American, I think, aren't they? As far as I was aware. Yeah, where are Kiss from now? Is it like... They're not Birmingham. That's Black Sabbath, isn't it? It's Birmingham, I think. Or am I completely off with that? Play some Rammstein. All right, okay. Well, I'll get to that. Yeah, if anyone can educate me on where Kiss are actually from, again, my knowledge on a lot of stuff is pretty thin at times. I think I know where certain bands are from. Like recently, we found out that Sleep Token are from like London kind of way. So that's really interesting. Rammstein, yes. Okay. Okay, but what Rammstein shall we play? There's quite a lot to choose from. I mean, my personal favourite, Kiss is an American band. They are then. I was completely wrong altogether. So, which is fine. Like I say, I'm not a big Kiss fan, so I don't really know much of their background or anything like that. Just that they were boss in the day, and also wore lots and lots of makeup. Rammstein. Let's have a look at what's on the top ones for Rammstein. Feuerfrei, Son, Du hast Deutschland. I mean, my personal favourite was Kein Lust. I absolutely love that song. So, I'm trying to figure out which one to do. Scar's time-lapse music. Oh, I haven't got that set up. Oh, I will have to get that set up at some point. I'm going to do Scar's. I'm going to do yours, Vic, at some point. That's the plan. And I'm also going to do Jen's. I do mine, but like it's me playing it. So my time-lapse music for all the Minecraft stuff, and it's like, because anyone that doesn't know, I mean, this is a bit of an inside thing, but anyone that doesn't know, I have another channel called That British Dude, which is all Minecraft-based stuff, and we've got a server called the Kinship SMP where Vic himself is from, and that's how we met. And he's in the US as well, as it were, and yeah, we do like videos and stuff for the YouTube channels and stuff, and we all use different types of music for those time lapses and stuff when you're doing like massive builds and stuff, and you have to kind of condense it down into like 30 seconds or a minute, and some music goes over the top of it. I personally use my own song, Dark Desires. I've got like an instrumental version of that I put on, and yeah, it works well. So I think Vic and Jen have got most of their stuff from Epidemic Sounds. Although Vic might have got it from somewhere else, I don't know. Kinship rules, baby! Yes, it does. We just had a new member join as well recently, which is nice. Always nice to have a fresh face. Feuerfrei, okay. Let's do it.
Schmerzen kennt. Vom Feuer, das die Haut verbrennt. Ich werf ein Licht in mein Gesicht. Ein heißer Schrei.
Oh, that's a blast from the past. I've not played that song in ages. I think, if I remember rightly, the very first time I ever saw Rammstein was back in like was it 2003 or 2005? It was a long time ago, and we saw them at the Amedia Arena. We'd gone to see them specifically. We're up in the gods, but you know the heat from the pyrotechnics, like the face masks and stuff they had, was absolutely blistering. And God knows what the people in the pits were like, but wow, we were sweating up there. But we walked away from that gig actually being very impressed with the support band, because we'd never seen anybody do what they did before, and it was just a few guys got up on stage and started playing metal, like really heavy metal, on cellos, and that band was Apocalyptica. And obviously since then, they skyrocketed, went on to play with a bunch of different people, do a bunch of albums, and get really, really famous in their own right. And yeah, it was really cool to sort of see these like guys on stage giving it absolutely everything, headbanging, you know, hair everywhere, and what have you, with these massive cellos, and getting this insane guitar tone, like this like distorted tone out of the cellos. It was fantastic to watch. So I mean, I think what I would have liked to have done is to be able to kind of go back to then with the frame of mind that I have now, and with the appreciation that I have for music now, and be able to sort of see that again for the first time. That would have been amazing. So yeah, it seems like we had a few fans there of Rammstein. I definitely think, I mean, I've not seen them since or anything, but I've seen videos of their live show nowadays, and apparently it genuinely takes like 2 full days of setting up all their stuff. So that's why they don't sort of, you know, they don't sort of like do one day a gig every day or something like most bands would do, where it's the case of like they set up during the day, do the gig, pack down onto the next location, set up, and it just rinse and repeat sort of thing. Whereas I think they just they go to one venue, set all the stuff up, and it takes like 2 days, and then they'll do the gig, and then they'll have like another day or so two of packing down before they then move on to the next location or something. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. But I mean, they've got some fantastic stage shows. First time for you, Vic. That's the first time you've heard Rammstein. Well, it's in case you didn't sort of realise, it's I think it's classed as like as German industrial metal. I think is kind of the main term. But yeah, Rammstein, what a band. And as well, they're one of the very few bands, one of the big bands out there that have still got all of the original, still got all of the original members. And you think, oh, well, that's no big deal, anything like that. But if you look at pretty much almost every band that's out there at the moment, they don't have all the original members. And I think it's a bit of a thing where either people, you know, people have disagreements, someone gets fired, or in some cases like Avenged Sevenfold or something like that, or Architects, where a member passes away and they have to be replaced. But one of the things about Rammstein is that they have a policy where if someone needs some time off for whatever reason, you know, they're just like, I'm a bit burnt out, or got a family thing, or whatever it is, they all stop. And they all take time off, and you know they made an agreement that they all come back to it. And I just think that's such a great way of doing it. There's a lot we can learn from the Germans. No, they don't. They don't have all the original members? Come on, Vic, you're going to have to give me a little bit more context on that one. Anytime I'm saying stuff like this, it's from my understanding anyway. If I am wrong about something, please educate me. I very much would like to know what the actual crack is. Trying to see if there's anything else that we can have a look at. In fact, actually, one of the things I was going to do, and I was going to set up on here, but I didn't get a chance to, was I wanted to play some Beyond Salvation, because I absolutely love playing in Beyond Salvation. It's if anyone who doesn't know, Beyond Salvation is my band. I joined them only a couple of years ago, and yeah, they write incredible music, and I actually got the opportunity to write an EP with them relatively recently that came out. I think was it last year or the year before? I don't even remember anymore. 2024. So yeah, last year it came out, and we did three songs for that. There was Ghost Machine, No Way Out, and Dead to Me. And Dead to Me was actually a pre-existing song, but because I play it slightly differently than the original, we put a bit of a new spin on it, so we wanted to re-record it, and that's why it's called Dead to Me, because it's the second iteration of it. So for this one, I want to play. I'm gonna play No Way Out. I think I would have played Ghost Machine, but it comes straight in with drums, and I'll have a click to kind of lead me in. Maybe that's something that I'll do for next stream. Oh yeah, so Vic sort of said then, yeah, he means that they don't have a lot of bands don't have their original members. Yes, and I think that's true, and I think that's it's part and parcel of the music industry. I think for the most part. Unfortunately, like I say, people have disagreements, or even more unfortunately, sometimes band members do pass away for whatever reason, and it's a shame that they have to go through that. Like I say, Avenged Sevenfold, one of my heroes, which I have tattooed on my arm here, was the Rev. I'll never get to meet him, never get to see him live in concert or anything like that, which was a shame. But again, he was a massive influence on my drumming growing up, and a lot of stuff that I kind of play is learned from him, and then from that. I learnt about Mike Portnoy, and obviously everybody knows that I do a lot of Mike Portnoy kind of based stuff. It is rare to find band members with other OG members. Egos, yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. All right, thanks, Dash. I missed that. Yes, Strikers asked for Apocalyptica as a request. Okay, let's. The Rev was in fact a beast. Yes, he was. Even though like I was one of his biggest fans and everything like that, there was a lot of people that when he died was saying like he was one of the best drummers in the world. I have to disagree with that. They were saying that he was the best drummer in the world. He wasn't. He was one of the best, perhaps. Yes, he was definitely up there, and he had a lot more potential to go. There's a lot more we should have seen of him, but it wasn't going to happen. But yeah, I'm really sad that he died when he did. So yes, Apocalyptica. Let's go back to that, shall we? Now, Straka, do you have a particular song of Apocalyptica that you want me to play? I don't. I'm not well versed in a lot of their stuff, so it's going to have to be more like the more popular stuff, I guess. Like I Don't Care by Adam Gontier. How about a Dude original? So you mean you want me to play one of my songs? Is that a little narcissistic? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'd never considered that bit. That's a good one. So yeah, I Don't Care. Let's do that one, and then we'll revisit me doing one of my own. That sounds weird. Oh, glasses are falling off.
I try to make it through my life in my way. There's you. I try to make it through these lies. That's all I do. Just don't deny it. Just don't deny it and deal with it. Yeah, deal with it. You try to break me, you wanna break me bit by bit. That's just part of it. If you were dead, I'm still alive. I don't care. I don't care. And all the things that left behind. I don't care. I don't care.
Yes, great song. Now, what's interesting about that one is actually there's two versions. There's that one you've just heard, and then there's another one. I think it was actually for the video. So that's kind of like the single version. Or maybe no, sorry, that might be the album version, and then there's a single version. And there's a few different things that are just a little bit different the way it's kind of phrased. Essentially, it's the same song, but I think that that break that we had at the end of the first chorus, that's not there in the single version. It goes straight into the second verse, I think. Some of the way that Adam sings it as well is very different, and there's also one of the Apocalyptic guys, the blonde guy, does like a he goes, "I don't care, I swear." He does like a bit of a call and response type thing with that section. So it was a little bit jarring playing to that version because I know the other one more, but still, fantastic song. Oh, dude, you play cello as well. We need to collab one day. Sort it out. Come on, let's do it. And yeah, Vic, I think the reason why I'm a little bit apprehensive about doing one of my own is that even though it's out there, and I know it's sort of everyone can listen to it. You know, my song Dark Desires. I don't like hearing my own singing voice. I'm not a fan of it, sort of thing. But a lot of the time, my desire to create content kind of trumps that sometimes. So that's why I end up doing vocal covers of some sort or something, because I really enjoy the song. Like I did a vocal cover of The Strain by Haken, and it was so fun doing that. Actually, recording it and actually doing the video for it as well. I really did enjoy that. But again, I still have trouble listening to my own singing voice. I've never been happy with it. When I'm doing stuff in the lower register, it's fine. As soon as I start going ever so slightly higher, even though, again, for the most part, I can hit the notes, the tone isn't right. Like I just sort of, it kind of goes a little bit shrill and a little bit thin. And I did get, it was during lockdown, I think, and I did get some vocal lessons. And it did help for a short time, but I do need to get back to that. So it was a woman called Emily Jackson that was helping me do that. She was very good, very, very professional, really knows what she's talking about. Let's have a look at it. George the cello. What a great name. Great. That's one thing I've never done is named stuff, like named my my kits or guitars. I've got tons of different guitars and stuff. Like you can't really see it from there, but I've got an acoustic over here. Got this lovely James Nelligan acoustic. I did a cover of a song from like my childhood. It was "She Will Have Her Way" by Neil Finn. Did a cover of that recently. So that's in the way of tuning as well. Actually, it's in an open tuning, but the way that I learned it was a guy doing a tutorial online, and he was saying it was in open D, and then I was listening to the actual record, and it's like it's lower than that, and I thought, oh, maybe it's just a bit strange, but apparently that's the way in D. Oh, sorry, open D is the way that Neil plays it live these days and stuff. And I was like, all right, okay, fair enough, that's pretty cool. So I did a few takes of it in that tuning, and it was just sounding awful. So then I actually went to C sharp, open C sharp, which is half a step down, and it sounded so much better. Like just so much better. Yeah, because it's just a little bit lower. It was easier for my voice to kind of get used to it and everything. So that was nice. My bro got skills. I think I actually started on guitar. This is a strange thing. I started on guitar because I'd never really got in front of a drum kit before. and I just picked up a guitar, kind of liked it, wanted to learn more about it. So I started getting lessons and stuff, and then it wasn't until I was in high school, what year would it have been? I can't remember, year 7 or 8 I think it would have been, when I got in front of a drum kit there, immediately liked it, and I think I struggle with timelines, but it may have been slightly before, sort of around the same sort of time. My brother actually bought a drum kit, like a no-brand kind of thing called Tempo. It was just a really cheap kit he got from somewhere, and whilst he was either out at school or out at work or something, I'd just have a bit of a tinker on it, and I really enjoyed it. I thought, wow, actually, I can play this. I can actually do some stuff on this, and then it didn't feel unnatural. Well, like guitars always felt a little bit unnatural to me, but drums felt so much more natural. So I started pursuing that a little bit more, and I absolutely loved it. So then it just kind of snowballed from there. Fun fact, that exact same kit, that exact same blue Tempo kit, I still have to this day. I actually sold it for a short time to a friend of mine, and then I think she was moving or something and she didn't have enough space for it, so I ended up buying it back off her. And it's, to this day, it is still on top of one of the rooms out there. Oh, and Blackwing's here and all, blimey. We're getting the whole kinship in here today. Let me put this back one sec. Oh, I wish I had more space around here. Wait, I'll plug back in. How's it going? Yeah, Blackwing, I am doing well. Have you got a request, Blackwing? Shoot something over. Let's try something. Stracker, and I feel you on not liking your own voice. I hate hearing my voice on messages and such. Yeah, I think that's kind of a human thing. And there's a lot of people out there that don't like the sound of their own voice. I think it comes down to most of the fact that when we're talking, we hear our own voice acoustically through our skull, so it resonates differently. So we hear something different than everyone else does. But what we forget is that when we do a recording or something like that and we listen to it back, whilst we're like, oh, who's that? That sounds awful. That's exactly what everyone else hears. So like you guys listening to me right now, I hear myself with a load of bass coming through and it's all resonating through my head and everything. But then I guarantee when I listen back to this live stream afterwards, I'm going to be like, oh, that's really cringy. So... yeah, not getting rid of me, you Viking-looking psychotic master of the drums. That's a hell of a title. I want that engraved. That's gonna be my gravestone. That's gonna be great. So you want something from Beyond Salvation? Is that what you? All right, okay. Well, it's funny you should say that because before you jumped on, like, I actually was planning on doing something like that. So let's have a look at. Because like I say, I didn't get anything loaded up on here, which I'm kind of annoyed about now, which I probably should have done. So for next time, that's something I will probably do, is do a Beyond Salvation one. I'm going to do. This is taken from our latest EP, A Line in the Sand. And I'm going to do No Way Out. Again, there's no click to the start of this, so I may come in slightly awkward, so just bear with me a sec. I mean, if you want Ghost Machine, I'll do that as well, but that's, again, straight in with the drums. So I might have to miss out that first fill, but we'll see. Right, let's turn this off first. Yeah, it's a very high energy one, and unfortunately, because the cymbals are so loud, every now and again, without that click, you'll kind of lose the where you're at with the song a little bit when you're playing to a track. So yeah, I lost it a little bit there at one point. But what do you guys think? It's Beyond Salvation. That's my thrash band that I'm a part of, and the other guys in the band are fantastic. Really appreciate those guys. So shout out to them. Faye says, when's your next Beyond gig? That's a very good question. I've forgotten. I think it's... I think we have one in March. I'm not really too sure. I'd have to double check my my schedule, but I will let you know. Owen, I'll forever uphold this towards you, Owen. You really give off the same vibes as the Rev. So sweet, a teddy bear off drums. And behind it, a beast with no equal in soul. God, you guys are so nice. It's gonna make me start blushing now. And it's not just because I'm playing drums, I'm going red in the face. It's because of all these compliments. The switch I saw at the concert engraved in my heart and soul. That was awesome. Yeah, so a little while ago, Blackwing is from the Netherlands, and he came over to stay with us a while back. And it just so happens it coincided with a Beyond Salvation gig at Rebellion in Manchester. And we thought it was a bit of a treat for him. You know, we didn't tell him what we were doing, so we just took him down there. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm playing a gig. And he was like, all right, cool, this is going to be good. And then obviously, off stage, I'm, you know, very chill, very mild-mannered and all that kind of stuff. And then when I get on stage, I tend to kind of go a little bit animalistic and, you know, start throwing sticks and stuff all about the place and headbanging and stuff. So he was a bit shocked. Steve Johnson, hey Owen, sorry we're late to the party. No, better late than never. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, Steve Johnson, Steve and Vicky, his wife, I suppose the remaining members. I don't want to go into that, but the other members of Winter in Eden, and I played with those guys back in 2016 when we played at Trillions in Newcastle as a bit of a warm up, and then we went over to Holland to do it was a gig called Femme Festival. And what an experience that was. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. It was absolutely amazing, and I'm really thankful for the guys for allowing me to be a part of that. But then fast forward years later, and they've asked me to be a part of Winter in Eden because they're doing it sort of more studio-based. So they will be doing. We are going to be just doing some gigs, doing some live stuff, but it's more. It's going to be the studio stuff, and I've been playing on their latest stuff. And it's, they're another ones that are just they have this gift for writing really, really good songs. And Steve absolutely shreds on the keyboards, and he's keeping me on my toes as well when it comes to songwriting, because he'll sort of program the drums in, send it to me, and I'm like, I gotta play this. So yeah, he's pushing me, and I really appreciate that as well. And Vicky, like, what a voice! She's a fantastic singer, and they're both just some of the nicest people you could ever meet. So again, thank you to them for the opportunities that they're giving me. I would at some point like to do a Winter in Eden song on here, so I'll have to talk to them about, you know, permissions and things like that as well to make sure that that's okay. And then I'll get it set up on my tablet as well, so that then I can actually play it properly for you guys, rather than again it being off Spotify. Oh, there you are. Already got the thumbs up. Do it. Oh, I definitely will do. Let's have a look at some of these comments. Ripping out your spine. You know. Oh, dear me. But yeah, has anyone got any more requests? Please, like I say, just get them sent over so that we can carry on this party. Because I might just do another one off the list here. Again, there was another request from last time. I don't think they're here this time. I can't remember. Squishy says hi. Hi, Squishy. And hi, Boff as well. She's going to probably have a bit of a face on her, but... Hi, guys. Yeah, Blackwing, you know, get over it. Let's do another gig. Okay, right, let's do another one.
Let me know that I've done wrong when I've known this all along. I go around a time or two just to waste my time with you. Tell me all that you've run away. Find out games you don't wanna play. You are the only one that needs to know. I'll keep you my dirty little secret. Don't tell anyone, or you'll be just another regret. My dirty little secret. Who has to know when we live such fragile lives? It's the best way we survive. I go around a time or two just to waste my time with you. Tell me all that you've run away. Find out games you don't wanna play. You are the only one that needs to know. I'll keep you my dirty little secret. Don't tell anyone, or you'll be just another regret. My dirty little secret. Who has to know the way she feels inside? Those nights I can't deny. These sleeping dogs all night. Try to hide it, feeding me alive. Trace this life back. I'll keep you my dirty little secret. Don't tell anyone, or you'll be just another regret. I'll keep you my dirty little secret. Don't tell anyone, or you'll be just another regret. My dirty little secret, dirty little secret, dirty little secret. Who has to know? Who has to know?
Always liked a little bit of All American Rejects. I remember the first song by them that I ever heard was Swing Swing, and this was back in the days before broadband when you had dial-up connection. Now I know there's going to be some of the younger audience that are like, what's dial-up? And yeah, we all remember the weird noises that it created, but we had Windows Media Player, and you could search some songs through that, but only when you were connected to the internet. And this was this particular song. I can't remember exactly how I heard it. Maybe it was on some like music channel or something. But then I started searching for it, and I found it. And I was like, right, I'm going to download it. And I'm trying to remember. Just it was the pain of dialing up to the internet, making sure someone else wasn't using the phone or something. But then also trying to download or stream, just listen to this song. It was like it'd buffer for like 30 seconds just for 1 second of audio or something. It was so slow. And then, you know, again, fast forwarded to present day, 2025, and in this place I've got the internet that's like just stupid fast, like 250 or something, I think, megabits per second or whatever it is, or 300 odd. I mean, just the upload speeds are like 70 odd. So that's fantastic. And it's one of the reasons why my stream looks so good. I mean, I've got it at 10 kilobits per 10,000 kilobits per second. I could probably bump that up a lot more and make it even crisper for you guys. So maybe I will do in future, but thanks for making me feel old. We're all feeling old, Vic. I mean, I know that you're a granddad and all, but the rest of us are starting to feel old because of all this now. You know, there's videos online of people giving a cassette player, like cassette tape to kids, and going, right, do that, and they have no idea what they're looking at. You know, they've got like a Sony Walkman and an actual tape, and they have no idea how it goes in, how to make it work, and it's stuff like that that kind of really makes you feel old and stuff. So yeah, I think what was the other one? They got the old style phone where the phone goes, the handset goes on top of the phone, the receiver there, and then you've got the actual circular dial on it. So then and they're like saying, all right, yeah, call your mate, and they have no idea how it works. I'm just thinking, blimey. Wow, right under the bus. Yeah. Well, the thing is, technology goes so fast. I mean, we thought at one time that mini discs were going to be like around for 20 years, but then they went out of fashion in almost within like a year or something. I think they weren't around for very long at all. They had a bit of a blip where people were like, yeah, with mini discs, we're going to get a lot of these, and then it was very, very quickly replaced with an actual CD, with compact disc. And then that was replaced by MP3 players, and obviously to this day. But I don't think I've got a CD player in my car. My car's from 2017, and there's no CD player in it. Yeah, Steve, still got your mini disc player. I think that's the other thing I've noticed in this place as well. And sorry, Steve, I'm not trying to lumber you in with this crowd, but it does seem to be kind of the older generation, even from me, sort of thing, that they have a lot of. They still use mini discs, and there was I'm trying to think now. There's a guy that must have been in his 60s or 70s. Fantastic singer. I'm not kidding you. Like, he was doing like some of the old school like 50s stuff. But wow, what a voice! And I recorded it. This was going back a few years, and he had all this stuff on a mini disc, and he just gives it me, and I'm like, what do you want me to do with this? I haven't got a mini disc player. How am I supposed to get this off there? So then he had to go home, get his mini disc player, bring it back, and then we just about managed to get it all plugged into my interface with all sorts of weird leads and stuff and adapters and things like that. Got it plugged into that, and I managed to record it into Pro Tools, and then we went from there. But yeah, there's a lot of people that are using. Yeah, guilty as charged. To be fair though, if it works, it works. So you can't really sort of be too harsh on that. But I think for me, technology's kind of gone even further to one side, where at one time, you could probably still do this, but it's just with Spotify and things, it's a lot easier to just do just listen to stuff. Where if I've been sent a track, or if I've created one myself and I bounced it down from Pro Tools, or like I say, someone sent me something to learn, either for New Rocks or whatever project, I used to be able to stick that into iTunes, and it would actually come up as its own separate file. Whereas, because I use Spotify now to listen to music, I can't do that. I can't just upload into my playlist a random song that's not been put out into the world. I can't do that. So I'd like to get to a point now where I can put it on my phone, if I'm listening in the car or something like that, just be able to have a program that does that just allows you to put whatever track or sample or whatever it might be onto a playlist, and you can just listen to it. So maybe that's a thing to bring back. Or if there is something out there that does that, let me know, and I'll try and use it. But yeah, I think mini discs they definitely had the use at the time, but became obsolete pretty quickly, as I think most things did. But then again, some things do come back in fashion, like vinyls. They've been back in fashion for quite some time. They've not hit the peak as to what they used to be, obviously, and they are for some reason really expensive to make now. At one time, that's all they were. You know, it was just vinyls. That's all you had. And I loved all the artwork and stuff that they had on that. And I used to love looking at my mum and dad's vinyl collection that they had of all different types of bands. And my dad used to tell me stories about that was the fun of it, was going to a record shop and sifting through, even though you'd never heard of 90% of these bands, you bought it because the vinyl looked good, because the artwork on it was well thought out and it appealed to you in some fashion. So you take it, go home, listen to it. If you liked it, great, you find yourself a new band. If you didn't like it, then you just went into your collection and, you know, maybe you pass it on to one of your mates or something for them to have a try. But yeah, we don't really do that anymore. We don't really have CDs and things like that, you know, actual physical artwork much anymore. Everything's done online, like I say, Spotify, Amazon Music, Deezer, that kind of stuff. But then your stuff can get shared on there. Because you look at someone like Sleep Token, it was 2021, 22, and it might have been later than that. They brought out The Summoning off one of the latest albums, Take Me Back to Eden, and that just went all over social media. That went absolutely viral. And I remember, I think it was Shane that showed it to me, and I loved it straight away. And then just from there, they just snowballed and snowballed. And now, Sleep Token, within a few short years of them actually blowing up, obviously they were around before that. I think they started in like 2016 or something. But within a few short years of them really working hard, they're now about to headline Download this year. I couldn't believe it. Like, there's a bit of controversy surrounding that. People are thinking, oh, there's other much more deserving bands of that. You know, they've been around the circuits for ages. Like, yeah, but have they got the same draw as Sleep Token? Can they get the same crowd? And that's what they're ultimately thinking of, is, you know, can they get more people through the door? But then also it's an up and coming band still, a new band, new generation kind of thing. Whereas they don't want to keep getting in all the old folks. They don't, you know, every year they have to have like a really old band like Guns N' Roses or Ozzy or something to keep doing it, because these guys aren't going to be around forever. But they're the only ones that can get people through the door. All the good old days. My son's latest obsession is collecting vinyl. He has almost all of Slipknot's releases on LP. That's a damn good collection. That is an amazing collection to have. I do have a few vinyls myself, but I wouldn't say that it's because I don't really have a vinyl player. So I should probably get a decent one. I had one at one time, but it broke and it wasn't a very good quality one, unfortunately. So. Yes, play some Guns N' Roses. Oh, I shouldn't have said Guns N' Roses now, should I? There's only like a handful of Guns N' Roses songs that I actually like. I'm not a massive fan of theirs, to be fair. It's the old. I'm not really a fan of the old music in a lot of ways. I don't know why. I just never kind of gravitated towards it. Anyway, should we crack on with another song? What should we do? I don't have anything on here, so I do have stuff on there. So I can come back to that. Yeah, just because. Never played this song either.
Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Tired of living like a blind man. I'm sick aside without a sense of feeling. And this is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken for handing you a heart worth breaking. And I've been wrong, I've been down, been to the bottom of every bottle. These five words in my head scream out we haven't fun yet. It's not like you didn't know that. I said I love you and I swear I still do. And it must have been so bad, 'cause living with me must have damn near killed you. And this is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken for handing you a heart worth breaking. And I've been wrong, I've been down, been to the bottom of every bottle. These five words in my head scream out we haven't fun yet. Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. And this is how you remind me. This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken for handing you a heart worth breaking. And I've been wrong, I've been down, been to the bottom of every bottle. These five words in my head scream out we haven't fun yet. We haven't fun yet. We haven't fun yet. We haven't fun yet.
Oh, dear me. Two in one go. Bloody hell. Ah. Yeah, a little bit of Nickelback. They're great. They're great. So look at some of this chat I've been missing. Aerosmith. Maybe we can have a look at some Aerosmith. There's a lot of oldies on today. Steve, yeah, these grey hair out. Well, I'm trying to go mine out again. You know, I've got the Viking thing going on, but Jen likes it like a lion's mane, so that's the plan. At least leading up to the wedding, anyway. As best I can. Oh, Steve Heap's in. Hi, Steve. How's it going, man? Has that cat got settled in yet? Own up who was headbanging. Yeah, we're all headbanging, you know. Hi, Thomas. How are we doing? I say old with affection. You know, got to look after the older generation. You know, so this is what I'm doing my bit today. I'm entertaining the older folk in the audience by doing some of the old covers. How's that? Is that nice enough? You see, yeah, this is one of the benefits of having my own business is that I can have whatever hairstyle I want, and I don't have to answer to anybody. So I'm very very lucky and very blessed in that way. Okay, got that. I'm trying to be nice here. Yeah, Viking Mohawk. Viking Mohawk, that looked pretty badass. I'd love to see that. Oh dear. Right. Well, we had Aerosmith as a request, so I might look into that in a sec. But I think what I'm going to do next is maybe look for something a bit newer. There's quite a few different ones. In fact, actually, this is one that I didn't do. I didn't do last time, and I really should have done. This one's for Jen, because I know she's a fan of this band, and if I remember rightly, I think it was one of the ones that she said that she'd seen on my channel that she quite liked. So this one I did ages ago, and I actually did this cover blindfolded, and when you realise what the song's called, you'll know why. Because let's try and sort of keep a little bit of comedy going on. Right, so let's give this a try.
I'm growing so distant.
Yes. So, yes, Stracker definitely got that one. Stracker, Hard to See. So the song's called Hard to See. I did it blindfolded. Yeah, that's about as far as my comedy goes, I'm afraid, sometimes. How about the new Tombstone with Slash? I've heard of Slash, but I've not heard of anything else on that one. So we can give it a listen. Lenny Kravitz or Red Hot Chili's? I would probably lean more towards Chili's on that one. See if there's anything that I know. But let's have a look at this. So is that Steve? Is that supposed to be spelled T-O-M-B or T-U? Let's have a quick look. A Tombstone Town featuring Slash. Is that who I think? No, that's a different one. Yeah, I'm definitely not familiar with this, so let's have a quick listen. I'll try and just jump in as and when I can, so let's have a listen.
All the ways you treated me, hello to your reckoning.
that was an interesting one. A little bit more upbeat than I was expecting it to be. I've made a boo-boo here. I think I'm breaking stuff again. Yeah, that's definitely broken. Bugger. I'll have to keep all of that in case I need to replace that. Never mind. Right, let's have a look. Right, so let's have a look. Red Chili Peppers. Ooh, there's a good selection that's come up here. Can't Stop, Under the Bridge, By the Way, or Danny California. Now, personally, I'm quite partial to, well, Can't Stop, but By the Way, and Danny California. They're great songs. What's the album called? Is it Stadium Arcadium? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Stadium Arcadium. Let's have a look at that, actually, I think. Actually, let's do a Can't Stop, because I think that one's probably got a little bit more going on drum-wise. So that might be a little bit better to go for, but I think it comes straight in with the drums, so bear with me.
my space to teach you of the Pleiades. Can't stop the spirits when they need you. This life is more than just a read through.
Oh, great song. Oh. I'm getting covered in sawdust at this rate. Right. I love the Stadium Arcadium double album. It reminds me of my first holiday abroad with Vicky as we listened to it loads when it was released. See, that's the other thing I love about music in general, is that you can have a song or an album or even a full artist that you associate with a particular person, especially if that's your forever person. There's a plethora of different songs that me and Jen listen to, stuff that she's got me into and stuff that I've got her into. And yeah, every time we put it on, it just brings a smile to our face. So when we went on holiday actually to France last year, there was just so much of this stuff that we had on in the car on the way down, because I drove down. And yeah, there's just so many songs on that playlist that just encompass our entire relationship, and I absolutely love listening to that stuff. And, you know, when we're doing a bit of cooking or something like that, you know, we're throwing on a bit of Halsey or something like that, you know, or Lady Gaga, because there's certain songs of theirs that she's just got me hooked on and I absolutely love. You know, I really want to do like a drum cover of a Halsey song. I don't know whether or not, because the thing is, they don't always use real drums and things. They use a lot of like samples or other percussion type bass stuff. So trying to select the right song to do would be vital, really. But I think there's one of their songs called Gasoline. It's just got this lovely Japanese instrument at the start of it. I forget its name. I did know its name, but I've forgotten what it's called. And it's just got that lovely vibe to it at the start of it. And I love listening to that one. Yeah, Vic's always having a good time. Phil Collins. Blimey. I mean, other than the one that everyone knows, the yeah, I don't know. There's only a few songs of his there that I know that I could actually play along to. Finding music that you still love from when they're important to somebody you care about. An ex introduced me to Tori Amos, and I still love her today. Well, this is it. I mean, you can describe your music tastes as the journey of your life, and just because someone else that you might not be either with or someone that you don't speak to or where it might be introduce you to a particular artist or band or something, a piece of music, you know, way back when, doesn't mean that you can't still appreciate it now. You know, you appreciate it for what it is. And if you listen to a song and it has bad connotations, then either don't listen to it or listen to it enough that you then associate it with fresh new memories. And I've done that with songs before. I'm not wrong with that whatsoever. But yeah, I do see my musical tastes as a journey of my life, and stuff that I was interested in years ago is not stuff that I'm interested in now, but I might still listen to it back every now and again. Like, I used to play this game years ago called Dofus. It was kind of like RuneScape, but with more like anime kind of vibe characters, and it was a French-made game. Absolutely brilliant game. Played it all the time when I was a kid, and I started trying to dabble back into it when I was an adult. But there are certain songs that even to this day when I listen to them, it reminds me of me playing that game, and I can see myself playing it whilst I'm listening to the song, like Panic Attack. In fact, most of the Octavarium album, I would say, from Dream Theater, I used to listen to that album in full whilst I was playing the game, so sometimes I still have flashbacks of that. Another song would be Dead Skin by Crossfade. Absolutely love that song, but always reminds me of Dofus. And then when I listen to things like Green Day, it reminds me of our time in school with Daniel Lowry. I've mentioned him before on the channel and stuff. I think I mentioned him last stream and stuff as well. But me and him were best friends in school. We still talk to each other every now and again these days. You know, obviously we kind of went separate lives sort of thing. But fantastic guy, fantastic guitarist. You know, really good frontman. I think he does some solo stuff nowadays where he's like, you know, playing in bars and stuff. And yeah, he does a really fantastic job. But yeah, me and him used to be in a band years ago called Sunset Twilight. Really cringy name, but we loved it. And we used to play a bit of Green Day. And I associate Green Day with that time in my life. Avenged Sevenfold, I associate with slightly later. You know, my time in Revival. We tried learning a few of their covers. You know, a few of their songs as covers. Never really came off. We tend to stick to our own stuff. We did a couple of covers like Master of Puppets and stuff. And then obviously in my later years, it was things like Haken and Dream Theater and stuff. And it was actually my late friend Connor that got me into Dream Theater. We were sat in a pub one time and he says, "Hey, listen, have a listen to this." And I'm like, "Oh God, what is it now? God. Oh, that's really interesting. That's a funny sounding guitar. What's that?" "It's not guitar, it's keyboard." I was like, wow, like that's insane. Like it was literally like a light bulb moment in my head. And to this day I still remember being sat in the pub listening to that. And the first time I listened to This Dying Soul from Train of Thought, I remember walking home from the bus stop. I was walking down the main road, and it was one of those, again, light bulb moments where as soon as it kicked in with the main kind of lick, the main hook of the song, the guitars just kicked in, and I physically stopped in place and was just like, what have I just listened to? And I had to go back and listen to it again, and it just had this massive grin on my face. So I love hearing stuff like that. Alice in Chains. Alice in Chains was a band that I know of. I've heard of them, but I've never heard any of the songs. They just weren't kind of they weren't a band that any of my friends listened to, I don't think. So I never got introduced to it. I Stay Away was on the mixtape she used to break up. She used a mixtape to break up. Wow, that mixtapes, jeez. That was a long time ago. Well, I don't ask your age, but like that does sound like it's like the older, it's like either 2000s, 90s thing to do. I don't know if they did it back then. But again, yeah, you can listen to something from that you associate or happened to you a long time ago, but you listen to it now and it either makes you appreciate the life that you have now because things were it might have been a bad time back then, and now you're in a good place. I'm old. We're all old, but some older than others. And again, Vic, I don't want to hear any shit from you because I know that you're a granddad and what have you. But that's it, Vic. Come on. I knew it. Bloody knew it. Just because you did all this on the server. With age comes wisdom, and you are the wisest of us all. How long have I been streaming now? Wow, over 2 hours. That's a lot longer than we had last time. So yeah, blimey, right. Maroon 5. I think we could do that. I think we can do Maroon 5. Let's have a quick look at what the old Spotify is going to give us on this one. Because the thing is, there's Maroon 5 and then there's Maroon 5. There's all the new stuff that they did. Like, for me, anything after Songs About Jane, rubbish. Didn't like it. That was a fantastic album though. Songs About Jane, brilliant album. So we will be going to that. I'm a young grandfather, dude. Yeah, well, why not? 2002. Wow, that came out in 2002. Songs About Jane. I think the first song that we heard was Hard to Breathe. That was one that kind of hooked us into it. But I think to this day, this She Will Be Loved was probably my favourite. Is that what I said? Yeah. Songs About Jane is their only album. Yeah, I completely agree. I completely, wholeheartedly agree. Yeah, anything they did after that is just pointless. I think even my mum agree with that. She's an avid Maroon 5 fan. But I think I'm trying to think of the songs now, because She Will Be Loved, even though that's probably my favourite, perhaps that's not the best drum one. This Love might be. But we can always bring it down a little bit. So let's do She Will Be Loved. Why not?
Beauty queen of only 18, she had some trouble with herself. He was always there to help her. She always belonged to someone else. I drove for miles and miles and wound up at your door. I've had you so many times, but somehow I want more. I don't mind spending every day out on your corner in the pouring rain. Look for the girl with the broken smile. Ask her if she wants to stay a while. And she will be loved. And she will be loved. Tap on my window, knock on my door. I want to make you feel beautiful. I know I tend to get so insecure. Doesn't matter anymore. It's not always rainbows and butterflies. It's compromise. It moves us along. Yeah, my heart is full and my door you say that my behavior's unacceptable, so condescending, unnecessarily critical. I have the tendency of getting very physical, so watch your step, cause if I do, you need a miracle. You drain me dry and make me wonder why I'm even here. The double vision I was seeing is finally clear. You want to stay, but you know very well I want you gone. Now fit to fucking tread the ground that I am walking on. But when it gets cold outside, I got nobody to love. You'll understand what I mean when I say there's no way we're gonna give up. And like a little girl cries in the face of a monster that lives in a dream. Is there anyone out there? 'Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. Is there anyone out there? 'Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What you are doing is screwing things up inside my head. You should know better, you never listen to what I said. Pushing your pillow and writhing in the naked sweat, hoping somebody someday will do you like I did. But when it gets cold outside, I got nobody to love. You'll understand what I mean when I say there's no way we're gonna give up. And like a little girl cries in the face of a monster that lives in a dream. Is there anyone out there? 'Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. Is there anyone out there? 'Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe.
Yeah, I've never actually played that one before, so I was going off muscle memory on that one. Yep, that's another stick down. Admittedly, the sticks that I'm using are actually ones that I've been using for quite a while, so a lot of them have got like already frays and chips and stuff in them because I've been using them quite a lot already. So I've got a couple of brand new ones down there. They would have lasted me ages. So, oh. Let's have a look now. What else we got? Walk Like Jagger. Ragdoll. I know Ragdoll. I know another song, but I don't think I could play it through. I don't actually know, like the stops and starts kind of thing. So I might have to give that one a miss. I might try and learn it for the next one, maybe. Oh, dear me. I had a water around here a while ago. I've not actually had a drink in a couple of hours. One sec, guys. Oh. I don't know. Could have swore I brought a bottle of water down with me. before I did this, and I appear to have misplaced it. Never mind. Anyway. Oh. Oh, he's got to hydrate. I would do, but I just don't know what I've done with it. I could have sworn I brought it down here. Yeah, big bottle of water. But anyway, I'm sure I'll be all right. Not been doing anything that's too taxing. We need a studio tour. I really don't know how to kind of even facilitate that, on a live stream right now. I could take the camera off there, but then the lead's only going to go so far. All this is lit. Everything behind you, like the actual room 3 that I'm in, all that's behind the camera is, well, A, it's a mess, and B, it's not lit up. So, hunt the water bottle. Yeah, I don't know what I've done with it. That's gonna bug me. I guarantee I've taken it out of the fridge and I've put it on the side or something. Thought about bringing it down, but didn't. That's more than likely what I've done. Anywho. Just trying to look for any other songs that I might be able to play for you. Let's have a look back on here actually. Go to the soft keys. I did have some new ones on here, didn't I? So, yeah, let's do this one. Because actually, another request that someone had put in last time that I forgot, I almost forgot about until I went back through the chat, was a Blink-182 song, and typically, like for instance in New Rocks. The obvious choice is All the Small Things, and I haven't actually got that loaded in, but I did load in a different one. It's one that I feel is underrated, underplayed, but it is still a single. It is still a very popular one. I just don't think that as many people think about it. When you think of Blink-182, you don't always necessarily think of this particular song. So I want to do this one instead.
It's hard to wake up when the shades have been pulled shut. This house
Yeah, another great song. But again, I think it's kind of slightly underrated by the sort of general fan base. I think it's a song that I've been listening to for a very long time, and when you think of Blink-182, you don't always necessarily think of that song immediately. So yeah, we've Vix had to pop off, but we have Michael Bennington, hi from the USA. Hello, Michael. Thank you very much for joining us. Unfortunately, you are coming towards the end of the stream. I'm only going to be on for a short time more, but if you do have a request, put it in the chat. I will try my best to get to it. If not, then obviously it'll be the next stream afterwards, which I'm hoping is only going to be in a couple of weeks' time. I don't get a lot of time to stream at the moment, but it's definitely something I want to do more of. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, dear me. Could definitely do with that water right about now. So I think we'll just crack on with another song, and then maybe one more after that, and then we'll call it there, I'm afraid. So if there's any other, like I say, if there's any other requests, get them in the chat now, and I'll try and get to it. We've had quite a lot of oldies today. Yeah, we'll do one of my favourites. completely forgot that I didn't put a click to that one. So yeah, there's a couple of bits where it's just like the chuggy bits. It's difficult to hear where the beat is. So never mind. What are we up to now? Rush, yeah, Rush songs. Rush is not one that I am particularly well up on. That might have to be for another time. Same with Baby Metal, yeah. Again, I think I've heard. Oh, what was the song called? Was it Karate? That was another one that my dad quite liked. He heard Baby Metal a couple of times, I think on like some of the music channels that when we had them, and yeah, he quite liked them. I thought it was a nice kind of almost like a novelty kind of thing. Something that we hadn't really seen in metal before was like this like heavy riffs, and then these sort of petite girls dancing around on stage with their kind of like very high vocals and stuff. It was a very unique kind of thing that I'd not seen before. AC/DC. See, if I wanted to do AC/DC, it's literally just like. Boring. Let's have a look at if anything else from Spotify pops up. Let's have a look at like Jump Van Halen. Oh, is that the one that's got that really awkward? That's got that really weird, awkward, offbeat bell work in like the pre-chorus, hasn't it? Sure, let's give that a go. I'm going to butcher it, by the way. I actually got asked to do that years ago, and I never got around to doing it. I completely forgot about it. Yeah, bloody hell, jump. Yeah, let's give this a try. Yeah, like I say, there's a weird offbeat bell pattern in the sort of. Can't you see me here? I'm standing. Can't you see me standing here? I'm with my back against the record machine. There's a bit of a weird pattern there, so you'll see what I mean. Well, that went better than I thought. I mean, there's quite a lot of that was wrong. I mean, I don't even know if that bell pattern was right. I know I've heard the song a few times before, and I thought, yeah, that's a weird section. Whether or not what I played was anywhere near close, I don't know. Yeah, that's Panama. Yeah, no, wait, Sleepy Brain took over. Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was in Jump. Love the little bits of your own flair added. Well, that's kind of what I do. I like to try and find a nice balance between honoring the original drums on a track, especially certainly when I do proper covers. I like to make sure that I'm actually doing justice to the original track, but at the same time, it's there's artistic license in there to just kind of throw your own stuff in, do something a bit different, and make it a little bit more entertaining for yourself. Like if someone just did, I mean, there's tons and tons of covers online of someone just doing the exact same stuff. It's a tutorial essentially. You're just playing the exact same stuff that the original artist did, and fine if you want to watch that, great. But if you want something that's like that, but also just adds a little bit of extra something interesting, something unique that other people might not have done before. That's where I try to, balance on that line. I don't really like to kind of go too off to one side and just go completely nuts. Like, someone's just like, AC/DC with blast beats. It's like, what's the point? You are ruining the track then. But at the same time, there's been a few things that I've done before where, like, just for example, the most viewed video on my channel is a drum cover of Taylor Swift's Love Story. And I labelled it as like a metal cover of, and I threw in a few little metal fills and little bits of stuff here and there, but I still paid homage to the actual vibe of the track for the most part. Threw in some metal bits, but then right at the end I added in like a full-on double bass, like all at the end of it, because I've done the bulk of the song relatively straight. So adding something at the end just kind of lifts it up, adds a little bit of texture, a little bit of something different. Some people don't like that. There's been covers that I've done before, and also some stuff that I did recently. In fact, I had a comment recently of a guy, somebody, maybe not a guy, but certainly somebody who took issue with the way that I did the cover of Ricky Martin, "Livin' La Vida Loca." And again, it's just like it's just a bit of fun. It's a fun song. I was having fun on the drums, and I just did a little bit of something that wasn't on the record, a little bit of a fill or something going into the chorus. I can't remember which section he had an issue with, but still felt the need to comment that I'd done it wrong. It's like, well, I wasn't trying to sort of do it exactly as the record is. I'm trying to have fun and do a bit of artistic license and add a bit of something different to it. But I think that concept was a little bit lost on them, unfortunately. So. That being said, we are now, oh blimey, 2 hours 47 into this stream. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to start wrapping it up shortly. I will look into some of these other suggestions that people have put into here. Bit of Maiden, yeah. I think if I was to do Maiden, maybe not Run to the Hills. Like I say, it is a request, and I will probably do that one. But that wouldn't be my first choice, kind of thing. Hell, even when played live, it's never the same as on the record. Have fun. Yes, I completely agree. There's so many people that when they play their own songs live, they do it differently. They don't do it as the record, because if it was exactly as the record, just listen to the record. If you're going to see a band live, you want them to do something that's very close to the record, but something that is unique to a live experience, because otherwise, what's the point in going and seeing them? So I like to do something a bit different, and yeah, have fun. At the end of the day, it's all about having fun. That's the whole point of all of this. That's the whole point of life. Have fun. And it does. I suppose it is kind of the downside of the internet sometimes, is that there are people on there who apparently don't like having fun, and they want to do something that's going to try and bring everyone else down. So they comment mean things, or stuff that where they just clearly don't get it. I remember at the kind of the infancy of my channel, probably back in 2018, I think, I had kind of had a resident troll. Someone kept commenting on my videos and putting thumbs downs and, you know, and putting mean things, but it wasn't. They were kind of clever with it, I think, in a way, where they weren't putting stuff that was personally attacking me or anything, you know, stuff that would have grounds for removal. And at the end of the day, I'm very much a fan of free speech. If someone wants to put something up on there that they don't like something, or they think it's it's rubbish, whatever, that's your opinion. Fine. I got no issue with that whatsoever. But this guy kept on doing it. You know, there was loads of videos. Almost every single time I put something new out, he was the first one to comment. It was like he was constantly putting it down, and it got to a point where it was getting to me, and I nearly put a stop to the channel. But I didn't reply to him. I never replied to them. I never rose to it. I never tried deleting any of their comments or anything like that. The only comment I've ever deleted was with someone completely different, and they actually put quite a long comment on a video that I did that was actually disgusting. It was genuinely awful. They were personally attacking me and just being really vile with some of the stuff they were saying. So that was like, yeah, I draw a line there. I'm not having that on my channel. I'm not having other people looking at that. So then I deleted that straight away. Never heard anything from him after that, which is fine. But then eventually this resident troll, they packed it in. They must have got bored. They weren't getting a rise out of me, so they got bored, and I've not heard from him in 7 years, which is great for me. I'm perfectly okay with that. And even if they decide to come back and start, I've got 7+ years experience on top of all that, dealing with, you know, hate messages and things. Not hate messages. I mean, I really don't get. As a general rule, I very, very rarely get negative comments, bad comments, hateful comments, nothing like that. And more often than not, I tend to reply to them. I tend to sort of like put back and say, "Oh, I'm sorry it wasn't to your liking. Is there something that I can do better in the future that you would approve of," sort of thing. And again, 99 times out of 100, they come back and say, "Oh, well, I didn't quite, you know, I didn't sort of like mean to be too harsh. You know, I just think you should have done it like this," and anything like that. Okay, that's great. I hear you. Thank you for the feedback. I'll try and implement that in the next one. And again, most of the time, they come back with something nice. And you go, "Oh yeah, well the rest of your stuff's pretty good, and I wish you all the best and everything like that." So you've turned what was a negative comment into a positive experience. So I think that's a good way of doing it. Limelight by Rush. It's funny you should mention Limelight actually. I had a client relatively recently, a couple of guys in Texas. And yeah, they asked me to play drums for their track, and they said they wanted it kind of the drums to be very Limelight-esque. So I looked it up, great song, and they the stuff that what they asked me to do was very 70s prog sounding, but there wasn't actually any prog in there. It just had that 70s prog vibe. Great song, great piece of music that those guys came up with, and it was a pleasure working with them. You know, again, I love doing something a bit different. That you know, kind of not what I'm used to doing, and they were thoroughly impressed and loved what I did. So yeah, I'll put that out there again for the world to hear that I am a session drummer, and if you are a bedroom guitarist or you're in a band that needs some work done on a record or whatever it might be, if you need live drums for whatever project you're doing, give me a shout, and we'll hook up and we'll get something sorted. But yes, I think I did hear Limelight, great song. It's just in general, Rush wasn't again a band that I ever kind of latched onto. No particular reason really. I don't think it wasn't. They're a great band, fantastic band. They come up with some really really good music. I would never bash them in a million years. It just wasn't to be kind of thing. So maybe I'll look into their stuff for the next time. But yes, I have been chatting. So I think we're going to play one more song and then we'll end the stream there. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. If you've stuck around the entire stream or you've been here for 30 seconds, I really do appreciate you just taking the time out of your day to watch me play drums and talk crap. So, like I say, we'll pick one more song to do. And then we'll end it there. I'm trying to think of one to do. We've got a new one? Yes, we'll do this one. This is another one that was requested last time, so I'm glad that I've actually remembered to do it. We have done one of this band already, but this is a great song, and I really like playing this song because there was a lot of kind of offbeats and weird sticking patterns, if you like, with this song. So we'll do that, right? So.
Shaking cold, these hands are meant to hold. Big do there, all you gotta keep it strong. Move along, like I know you do. And even when your hope is gone, move along, just to make it through. Move along. So a day when you've lost yourself completely, could be a night when your life ends. Such a heart that will lead you to deceiving. All the pain held in your hands are shaking cold. Your hands are mine to hold. Speak to me. All you gotta keep it strong. Move along, like I know you do. And even when your hope is gone, move along, just to make it through. Everything is wrong. We move along. When all you gotta keep is strong, move along, like I know you do. And even when your hope is gone, move along, just to make it through. When all you gotta keep is strong, move along, like I know you do. And even when your hope is gone, move along, just to make it through. When all you gotta keep is strong, move along, like I know you do. And even when your hope is gone, move along, just to make it through.
Another fantastic song from All American Rejects. That one was Move Along. yes, thank you very much, Steve, for joining us. That was really appreciated. Yes, I'll be in touch with you very soon about things and stuff. So, bye, Dash. Bye, Mum. Straka, thank you very much thank you very much for your continued support, and thank you for joining us on this stream as well. Hopefully everyone will join us at the next one as well. But yeah, that's it from me. Thank you once again, and I will see you all in the next stream or the next video, whichever one comes first. Bye, guys.